I'm Jen. So I grew up in the church, the Methodist church. And I guess I could say I just kind of hung on to the tales of my parents' faith for quite a while. And then in 8th grade we went to a Christian rock festival kind of a thing, and that was new for me because rock and roll and Jesus, and it was strange. But Ron Hutchcraft was there, and he gave the message, and there was the invitation, and it really struck me. And so I accepted Christ in my heart in 8th grade at that moment in time. But after that, in high school, I kind of fell to the point where I didn't even know if there was a God through various circumstances in my life. And I thought, well, if there wasn't a God, that I was the exception kind of a thing. That he didn't love me, or he wasn't paying attention to me kind of a thing. And so I went back and forth between the two for quite a while. And started college. My freshman year of college, a woman from my church wrote me a card and encouraged me to get involved in a student group on campus. And that was actually a day before I found out there was a student group on campus. So I thought, okay, I'll check this out. So I started going to Students for Christ, and it was actually their first year as an organization. And through that, I met 2 special seniors in my life, one of which actually went to Agape, Jess Ripka. And they started just feeding into my life, and I started opening up to them a lot, and they would just let me cry, they'd let me talk, they'd read scripture with me, they'd pray with me. And over a Christmas break of my freshman year, my one friend encouraged me to read Case for Christ, because he knew I was in my faith, and he saw how I wasn't even sure if Jesus was real. And so I read that over Christmas break, and really phenomenally opened up my eyes to just the evidence that was there. And so I came to that point of believing it was real. And eventually, February 9th, 2004, I accepted the Lord into my heart on the phone at about 2 in the morning after a very long conversation with this friend of mine. And it took quite a while to even just eke out a prayer. But yeah, that's how I accepted the Lord into my heart.
Yeah. I think a car. It's okay.